this area could be used as a concert venue or as a performance venue.
We did Broken Pieces in March, and basically we kind of shocked ourselves, and we kind of shocked the people that were here, and there's some here that were there, and we didn't realize what we really were birthing, and then a lot of people asked us if we were going to do it again. Well, this is going to be our second attempt at doing Broken Pieces 2. Well, not attempt, but it'll be our second performance of Broken Pieces. Broken Pieces is about life. It's an uncensored, thought-provoking thing about things that have happened to us. We are all broken. Every one of you. Some way, somehow.
And straight, man.
So, that's what Broken Pieces is about. Each show is not going to necessarily be as angry or as sad, but it will kind of have a theme in relation to personal experiences. So tonight is Black Rainbows, whatever that may mean to you, and that is the theme that we gave the people to work with for the theme of the show. And whatever that meant to them is what you're going to see tonight.
When Peter came with this new title, we called it Broken Pieces last time, which Broken Pieces somehow translated to me anger. I don't know. So every poem had the word whore in it. I don't know, figure that out. There's a connection somewhere.
It was awesome. We loved
it. So Peter came to me and said he wanted to call this one Black Rainbows. And in my usual, whatever sense it makes fashion, my mind immediately went, love-hate relationships. I don't know, it seemed to make sense to me. So I wrote this last piece, it's called Black Rainbows. And this basically is my brain talking to itself. And I think everyone's kind of had these moments in life.
No,
where
not me. No,
no, right, but no one has to admit it right now. Okay, so this is called Black Rainbows. What are you going to do? Cry over him again? You going to let another man reduce you to a convenient piece of ass? Stop allowing people to victimize you. Stop victimizing yourself. Just stop. You can't drink that pain away. You can't fuck that pain away. You can't even hate it away. You would only hate yourself as you self-destruct what's left. And how much do you want to give? You already gave your trust, your self-esteem, and your happiness, the secrets to your soul, just to have it all spit back in your face. Sucked down in a vortex of anger and pain, destroying all the power you had gained for yourself momentarily. Convinced you were not worthy, that you were not good to him, good enough, or even good. He may not have slapped you, he may not have hit you, but those bruises would have healed, and you protect your head against a fist. What do you want? You have nothing left, and people can only take what you give away. It is you are really angry with. It was you that hit in the face of it all. It was you that did not walk away. It is your weakness you are ashamed of. Pick yourself up. Wipe those shameful tears away. Let go of blame. And remember how to smile again. Don't allow this pain to change you. No one is worth your happiness. No one should convince you haven't made a difference. You built this life from the ground up. You came with nothing. You froze, you starved, you bled, you struggled, sleepless nights and scary possibilities. You gave yourself confidence and you gave yourself comfort. You stood on the 2 feet many had tried to knock you off of. You taught yourself to seek out all that empowers the women you were determined to become. You made a mistake. You gave these medals to someone who could not love you, could not give back. Someone determined to give up on you, could only pretend. You know the truth, the difference you make. Stand up and love yourself and take them back. No one is worth your tears. You found peace before him, and you will find it again in yourself. You are still the pillar of strength that you represent. Don't let a man decide, dictate, mold, shape, or define who you are and who you can be, what your life is and what your life can be. You created a life to make your own rules, decide your fate, and choose to be happy every day. No man is strong enough to push you back down to the mud pit you escaped. You wash that shit, blood, piss, and shame from your soul, and no one can take that from you. So if you have to cry for today, learn all you need to today. But don't slow down, don't crumble, don't give way, and don't stay. The ugliness of his anger is his demons and his demons alone. You did not put them there. You just made the mistake of thinking you could help quiet them. And if you have to, you can even still love him. Maybe even thank him for not staying, for leaving before it was too late. But don't you ever, ever, ever let him change the person you were before him. Strong, confident, happy, and fully open to love. With a light that no monster can burn out. Embrace your glory. You found your rainbow, and today it might be black, but the colors are starting to shine through.
And he puts his arm out on the window and he says, "Boys, hey Homer, he says, what you doing? Burning a horse? Died on you? Yeah, we're having a beer. You want one? Oh, I believe I will." And so he maneuvers his pickup truck, backs up, and gets the tailgate right next to where we were. And the three of us are sitting there now. And we give him a beer, and he's enjoying the beer. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and at least an hour or two go by. We look down at the horse again, realize that you could still tell that it was clearly a horse, so we had to saturate him again. The fire's going. And Homer, he's a guy that I had met on a number of occasions, and he had that kind of natural pessimism that comes with these guys that have to try to, get a living out of this cold, hard earth, and I'd say to him, "Man, looks like you got a great crop of alfalfa this year," and he goes, "Lots of weeds in there, and God, I love your new horse. He'll probably lay him up on me in no time, and so I remember Jim even said to him, "Isn't it a beautiful day today?" And he says, "We'll probably have a storm later," and but he started talking to us, and I had heard rumors that a couple of his sons had died on the farm, and he started, after a while, after a beer or two, he started to talk to us about these things. And one son had died a long time before in a tractor accident, which is not that unusual on a farm. All this uneven earth, but it fell right on top of his son who was driving the tractor and crushed his chest. And then the other one was this really terrifying, horrifying thing where the family had gone into lunch, and the one boy had stayed out with this enormous open-mouthed hay shredder, and the boy had fallen into the hay shredder. And Homer and his sons came back out and found bits of the song. I mean, it was really this terror. And by this time, when he was talking to us, he was talking like this. You know, he says, "Well, we walked back out there after lunch, and and I saw this scene, and he's tried to describe this scene to us, and I could see the weight of this experience in his face, and I remember thinking even, I wonder how he could ever live through that, and because he clearly felt guilt about it, and I wondered if he'd even maybe considered suicide. How do you live through that kind of thing? And did he have love left over for the rest of his family? Because there was still a couple sons and a daughter at home, but I felt so deeply for him, and because it was, for me, the theme of the day kind of was fathers, and I'd seen Jim with his daughter Gretchen and his care for her, and here's Homer talking about the death of his two sons, and I was really moved by it, and all of us were, and we were sitting there, and we just kept drinking beer. After a while, the fire went down, and we didn't really need. It was clear that the horse, it was not a horse, and but the three of us were sitting there in this warm sun. And we didn't really want to leave. It was really a beautiful scene, And then finally, over time, Homer had to leave, and he had a few beers, and his truck was gone, and I could just see the scorn on his wife's face when he walked into the kitchen, Been drinking with them boys up there.
Troubles are gone. There'll be no more from now cheer again.